Hi guys, and welcome back to our Vanilla City Skylines Let's Play. Last episode we started our coastal industry area, which is coming along nicely now. We're going to leave this area alone until we hit the cargo hubs, just so we make sure we've got enough room to put those in. We will eventually be putting them along this quay side here, and then developing this side of it as well with a little more kind of detailing and industrial aspect stuff. But for right now, this area is just going to stay as it is. Everything seems to be working fine in it. All three of the factories that are over here are receiving enough supplies and are actually producing what we need them to. And then they will eventually be able to export through the cargo hub and then through our cargo train terminals over here. But what I wanted to do today was fill in this big empty space that we have between this side of town, this side, and the highway. I want to start doing our university, our liberal arts centre. And I've done a little bit off camera just so we can go in. So this road comes into the roundabout that we discussed towards the end of last episode. And obviously this leads back to the to the roundabout that leads you into town. Little transport hub area is over here. So this roundabout just comes down, and I've tidied up these railway lines and highway entrance and exits that come through here. So it looks a little bit neater, I think. This curve didn't really work out too well. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of trapped wind. But okay, yeah, so this is what we're doing. So now this side links up through a bridge under this kind of elevated highway. Could do putting some fencing in along here just for realistic purposes. Then it comes down here. There's a little link over to this side of town. So just a bit of general road infrastructure going on here. Nothing too crazy. But this is going to be our main university district that we're going to be building on today, and I'm basing this off UC Berkeley in California, just outside of San Francisco. It's obviously, if you've never heard it before, it's one of probably the most acclaimed universities in the world. And it's not going to be a kind of road for road replica, but if you go ahead, I always find if you're stuck for inspiration on city skylines as kind of what road layout to build or what to do, just go have a look at Google Earth and you'll soon come across a bit of inspiration. Yeah, so definitely go and check that out if you're lacking a little bit of inspiration like I was. So this is going to be our main administration building that's going to sit up here. So people enter in through this road, and then this comes up just in a little bow, and then it splits off into a one-way system through here and meets kind of a semi-roundabout. I actually haven't put the put that there just so people can flow to and from. Okay, so I'm kind of referencing Google Earth here, so apologies if I'm a little bit distracted just while I'm building these roads, but you'll kind of see the layout that I'm going for eventually, I hope. So it's going to be quite free-flowing. There's nothing too rigid or kind of concrete in this build. It's just going to be... And I wonder if we can actually... Yeah, I wonder if we should connect this up here. Is there anywhere sensible we can connect to? It would make sense if that was a one-way. And then maybe we can connect this one up to there. I think this ramp needs to be in a different place on the highway. It can't really stay here. Let's go it from down here. Yeah, okay, this should work over here now, I think. Let's just try and bring this along the side of the highway. And then it will eventually join up with it. There we go. It's temporary for now, but it'll do. Okay, so let's carry on with our university. So I just want to kind of draw the road layouts before we really start planting any kind of buildings. I've obviously planted the administration building just so it's in there, but otherwise it's It's going to be pretty free flowing. Okay, let's bend this back around here now. And we're going to head straight across with it. Okay, so that gives us a few little different road areas for us to join up with here. Let's actually connect this guy up to there. I'm hoping this won't become too busy. I do want them to really use this entrance, so we may just make this an exit. We'll see if this entrance gets too busy, but we'll find out when we get to it. Okay, let's have a look here. So we have kind of this long straight road up at the top, and then I'm going to have a little road that just peaks out here, and then we're going to get a little bit of a bend on. I'd also be interested to know if anyone actually watching this has actually ever been to Berkeley or maybe even studied there. That would be really interesting to know. Let's actually build this out this way. And then we'll bring this up kind of in like a little... Let's pop the snapping back on for this. There we go. Okay, we'll leave some room for bigger burdens down here. Let's delete this for now because I do want to have a connection here, but not crossing the railway line. Not like it is a bit further down here. Just turn that off, emptying. Okay, so we have kind of, so the map that I'm looking at has kind of like a huge empty park area space that flows through the middle. And there isn't actually too many roads on that right hand side. Let's bring this down just a bit and then out at an angle and then down again. Okay, let's try that and then down a bit more. And then this is kind of a weird little layout here actually, isn't it? It's almost like this. So we want to stop snapping to the angle here. There we go. Okay. That's how it kind of looks on the map. Not too sure. And it doesn't actually connect here. There's just a lot of paths kind of taking each kind of sector through. Okay, let's have a little look what else we've got here. So there's a road that actually leads out of here, and I'm going to build that now. And we're going to have this running straight up. And then it actually curves off just to the right. And then we'll have this running parallel up here. Let's bring that out a touch. And then connect it up there. Okay, so the spaces that we have in between these roads are going to be pathways, parks, fountains and whatnot. Let's try and get rid of as many of these trees as I can. Probably not the best idea to build this in a very forest dense area, but oh well, there you go. Right, okay, so let's switch back to our liberal arts college stuff over here. So we actually need to expand our campus area now, so I'll go ahead and paint the rest of this out. I'll bring it up to here. knock back this oil industry as well. All up here is going to be university. All down here. We will populate this all. And then probably just knock that back there. Heather International College. We'll change the name of that. Any suggestions for the name of the university? Do let me know. Okay, so let's start from here. So it's around. I'm gonna go free for all here as well. Let's just move it a little bit further back up here. We'll connect that one up. And then we have almost kind of a little roundabout section here. Let's pop our snapping back on for this. Okay. Let's see how that takes shape. Although it is no longer connecting to here now, is it? Okay, let's actually delete that and then we'll bring this one up to there. Again, snapping is your worst enemy when you're trying to place paths. Okay, that's not quite how I wanted it to be, but it'll do for now. I want to get rid of some of these tree lanes here, or these tree paths rather. Kind of want the main flowing ones to be where we use those tree paths. Okay, let's carry on here. Let's come down off this way. And then we're gonna connect this up to here. Okay, that seems pretty decent. Can we connect to here? We can there, but not on the other way, so we'll just have to deal with that. And then there's kind of another little path that just brings in a shape there. Yeah, okay, that's starting to come together. I'm just going to redo this one a little bit closer to here. There, just like that. And then, okay, so let's put in these kind of guidelines in here for this next part of the path. Let's go about there. Then we have another one coming in off here. Yeah, I'd probably say that's about right. Connect that one up. What's the difference here? 100. Okay, so probably about there. I also want to make that a little bit curved. Okay. And then this is going to sit kind of like a little... It's almost like a little bow, like that. And then we're going to have something that comes down, again, needs snap back on. Comes down like this. And then this flows into respective areas of town, just like this. We'll link that up there. Okay, slowly but surely. Okay, and then there is some more paths down here as well. That just kind of tie up this area. Just like that. So we do have some buildings that are actually going to be resting along this part of the campus. So we'll put in a little base guideline for them there. And then there is a couple more buildings just up and over here as well. Okay. This will also be a good chance to connect the university to our transport hub that we have over here, especially with the exchange students coming in and out, to actually give them a walking path into this part of town. There, so they can walk under the highway and then get into there. Okay, let's start placing some buildings. So we have a study hall. So that look quite good there. Groundskeeping can sit near a road entrance, I think. Maybe just over here. Or kind of just off one of these smaller ones. Let's go for that. And then we have a drama club as well. So let's maybe get that in just here. Oh no, I'm going to regret building this on forested land. I'll delete all these trees off camera because I really want this to be like a really highly landscaped area, so we can put in our own touch and decide what we do and don't like about it. Okay, so these guys do need power now. Where is going to be the easiest place to siphon? Probably over here, isn't it? Again, all these are just temporary until we... Framework Tech is going up. Oh no, this is Heather College. But yeah, we know we haven't done that. Don't know why it's telling me again. Okay, so let's look at else what we have unlocked. Okay, so provides all schools with an influx of substitute and student teachers, which allows classrooms to have higher student capacity and helps them educate more efficiently. Okay. This is a big boy, isn't it? Let's see, how about over here for this? And one of these big boys along the side here. Is there a fencing for this type of campus? Does it have its own? No, it doesn't. I want to put some of the variety sports stuff in as well. The baseball parks. How about an aquatic centre? Again, no, this stuff is in the way. This American football stadium is huge as well. There is actually a baseball field and what looks to be... We could actually do the track and field stadium here. That might look quite good. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's expand this and we'll make it the kind of campus baseball team. Because otherwise this space here is just going to go unused. Okay, I wonder if we can just get a little road in here. just to separate it away from the actual main road itself. Okay. Heather International College Eagles. And of course he has no power. This is linking up very briefly. I wonder if we can get kind of a park or a plaza in here as well. This one's going to be too big, isn't it? Oh no, it is just about big enough. And then we'll link these up with some paths. There we go. Can't link that one up, but that's okay. And then I do want to add in a couple of decorations just along here. This is a very build heavy episode, so if it isn't really your cup of tea, my apologies. I wanted to do some stuff that we would usually do off camera in this episode. Now I do want a public transport network to serve this campus as well. I'm thinking maybe a tram might be quite nice. We haven't really used trams since the start of this town. Okay. We need to put some student dorms in here as well, don't we? We haven't had any of those. Faculties, supplementary buildings, education buildings. Okay, let's maybe try prop up a couple of dorms. I think probably over here would be best for the dorms, I think. Or maybe here. Not too sure on that one. How big are they? Can we get them in along here? Yeah, we can. That does delete that path, but we can easily rebuild it. Have one coming down here as well. And let's just pop some trees down here to cover the back of the dorms. Okay. I want some nice, as symmetrical as possible pathway that run through here. Actually no, we always usually do a cross. Maybe let's try down by 40, cross by 100. No. Maybe we could actually do... Yeah, this might be quite... So it's kind of like a H for Heatherwood, so it's named after... Well, not named after, but the kind of little roundabout has the campus logo in it. Might be quite a neat little idea. Okay. So it needs academic works, and we have enough attractiveness and student capacity. So let's have a look at this sports screen, because this is the first time we've done something like this. The Eagles has... Yeah, okay, they can stay as the Eagles, but we're going to make them kind of golden. Okay, so it tracks all their kind of win streaks and whatnot. Academic works. Yeah, okay. Let's give them a grant for cinematography, and then we'll give them a few thousand as well to work on academic works. We can certainly afford it. Okay, so in terms of other external links into this side of town, we need to plan where they are going to be allowed to come in. So they already have one here, which they can come and get through with relative ease, although not too many on this side. In fact, there is only one, well, two if you count in this highway exit here. And then they've got this roundabout. I want to try and connect them here. Let me just think about how that would best be done. Let's just plop in another dormitory by the administration building as well. Look how many people are walking here. This is a perfect time to set up a bus route. Okay, so we'll start it from here. And then it's going to come and stop outside the stadium. Actually, no, we'll make it stop here first. And then it's going to come into the campus, drop people off. I'll stop outside the stadium and then back onto its line there. So that shouldn't have too many buses on it. It's just kind of a little service route. You can see how many people are choosing to walk here. I don't know how dangerous that is. Might have to change that, might become too congested, but we can easily turn it into a bridge. It's no real issue. Okay, so it's certainly getting a hell of a lot of visitors. Holy crap, there is a lot there. And are they chairs or 2D people? They're 2D people. And they're all cheering two people with, what, is that high jump, is it? Oh, there's people running around the track here as well. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so let's work on another entrance and exit up here. And I'm going to imagine this episode is going to be split into two parts just because of the amount of work that we've got to do here. I think this is just going to be an exit point out of the campus. Why? Why has that happened? It is literally torrential rain and my new park has just burst into flames. Why? Why has that happened? Okay, so from up above now, it's looking quite nice, I think. I'm relatively happy with that. We're probably going to go ahead and make this a two-parter. I don't know if I've explained this before, but I'll run over it very briefly again. Because of where I am based, I am like super rural in the northwest of England. And our internet speed is horrendous, like you wouldn't believe. And it takes me pretty much an entire day to upload a 45-minute episode. So we can't finish this whole campus in one sitting. Oh, that's a little bit annoying that it goes down on a hill. Oh well, it adds personality to it, I think. Yeah, okay, everyone just went really happy for some reason. I'm not sure why. That's finished emptying. Okay, Off camera, we'll skim over a couple of bits before we finish up. I added in the School of Tourism and Travel after realising that I didn't do it last episode. And I've also just realised that we need our fence to be completed here. There you go. So that's going to increase the effectiveness of our tourism and leisure industries. I think that does. And I think it fits pretty nicely in with the aesthetic here. You know, it's kind of flowing down this main road. I don't think it's too out of place. Next episode we might do some power station admin. This place has kind of become a little bit unruly. And as I've been rushing to get things done, I've just kind of lobbed in power stations. And just to try and satisfy the demand. But I think we're going to switch to nuclear when we get the chance, because it just kind of looks nicer, and I think it's the best power plant in the game if I'm not mistaken. Just so we can try and make them look a little bit nicer. So we're probably going to rework this section in the coming episodes. We'll try and satisfy a little bit of this residential demand that we've got going on. See where we can pop some of this in. Sounds getting pretty dense now. We've got something over here as well, haven't we? Maybe let's expand this estate over here. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode, guys. If you have any suggestions, again, on what we can be doing to improve our city, or if you have any suggestions for the new campus area, including layout, names, or otherwise any other kind of ideas, come and let me know in the comments. I'd love to put some of your guys into practice. Okay, we'll round this off with a touch of water. And then hopefully, we're not too far away from that next milestone now. Let's fill these boys in. All down here. This is just kind of a little mini residential area that's starting to prop up near our farms. Need to sort these out as well, because these are polluting, or at least something is polluting anyway. Not sure what it is. Does it tell me on the infographic tab? Yeah, it seems to be the flour mills. Yeah, it's definitely the flour mills, isn't it? But anyway, it's working. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching indeed. If you've enjoyed the episode, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and stick around for the rest of this Vanilla Skylines Let's Play. We're not that far away from finishing this off now. We've got 3 more tiles to unlock. We'll probably take this city to around 75,000-80,000, if not a little bit more, before we call it a day. And then after that, I'm interested in doing a modded cities Let's Play as well, so we can go into kind of super high detail with an enormous map on a custom assets map as well. So really looking forward to doing that in the coming weeks. We're also running a vanilla Total War Warhammer 2 Tomb Kings Let's Play. That's a tongue twister, trying to say that 5 times fast. We haven't uploaded an episode of that for a while, but again, my reasons for that are detailed in previous episodes. The fact that we are currently kind of hammering the Twitch Destiny 2 side of things at the minute with the release of the new season over there. And then also in the description you can find links to my setup, if you're at all interested in what I use to make these videos. And there's also a link down there to my schedule as well, should you like to keep up with when they are coming out. But otherwise, guys, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and indeed, we're going to get you a nice thumbnail here now. Let's try and get one of the whole... Yeah, I'm happy with that. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.